How was the winter? Lando, great tan. And you, actually.
Thanks.
You've both been in sunny climes, haven't you? What have you been up to?
A bit of everything. Just enjoying some time away from here. As much as it's lovely to be back now. Yeah, away from the racetrack, you know, taking some time away with my friends and so on. Eating a bit of food and then getting back to training and making sure I'm ready for the season. A lot of golf.
Obviously, a lot of golf.
That's the obvious one.
For you, going back to Oz, a bit like me, first time in 2 years, seeing the family, that must have been great. That's got to help your prep for 2022, isn't it?
Yes, it was, yeah, you can relate. Much overdue, much needed. And yeah, I mean, getting home in general is nice, but obviously to spend it with family and see some friends and just do some like normal, simple things for a few weeks felt really good. Food
for the soul. And Lando, coming into your 4th season with the team, a new contract. Come on, guys, new contract. That is good news. How good is that for your mindset going into the season?
It's, I think, probably the best way to start the season, really. A lot of confidence, you know, nice to see the faith the team have in myself, and then the same back the other way. So, really good, you know, to continue the journey we've been on so far. Of course, we wanted to keep making progress, and we know our goals, especially in like 24, 25, is to really try and reach the top. So, nice to be here till then and continue our journey we've been on together.
Great stuff.
Well, Danny, it's the 2nd year of McLaren. What's that going to do in terms of prep? You know the people, you know the way you're going to head into the season a bit better than before?
Yeah.
That's going to help, isn't it? A bit more than that?
You're basically saying, come on, mate, pull your finger out.
Come on, you won a race last year, so 2, 3?
Yeah, that would be nice.
Fine.
But it must feel different to this time last year.
Absolutely, it does. You know, it's don't get me wrong, it's obviously very exciting joining a new team, but it's also kind of overwhelming. There's a lot to do in such a short period of time. So I'm kind of glad that heavy lifting is done. And, you know, coming into this season now, it was kind of even like first day on the simulator. It was like just open the doors, walk in, and it's like, all right, guys, where are we at? Let's get into it. So from that point of view, I think it's just going to flow a lot easier this year. And I'm not saying things are going to come easy, but it'll be more efficient.
Well, it's your 12th year in Formula One. You've seen a few rule changes now, 14. So.
He doesn't look old enough. That's what you're supposed to say.
This guy's here just basically saying I'm 50 years old.
Oh, yeah, basically. But with, you know, the new cars and new rules coming in, do you think the experience of going through these rule changes in the past is going to help you to get used to the new cars here?
I hope so. Like, experience is, you know, it can be bought, and I think throughout moments, you know, through the season, whether that's all at the beginning when we're trying to adapt to the new car or later, I think it will pay off at some point, and there will be little things I can take from experience. So, yeah, I think learning the new car, especially testing, is so important for us, and trying to just, yeah, there could be things that I've learned over the years which might just help me just be one step ahead in certain moments, occasions. So, yeah. I'll use the experience, but I'm still a young soul, so I'll keep that in me as well.
Well, talking of experience, Lando, to get those 4 podiums and your first pole position last year, you must be able to sort of leverage that and take that momentum into 2022. How excited are you to build on that?
I mean, I would like to. That's the aim, you know, is to start off the season how we did. I wouldn't say end the season because that wasn't so good. But how we were in the beginning of last year is how we want to kind of start this season. And I think many other areas have improved for sure. It's just we have to wait and see where we're gonna be. So we're working hard, but there's a lot of unknowns. So time will tell.
That's what's exciting, though, right? For us lot, anyway. Maybe not for you so much.
Well, yeah, I was going to say it's more stressful for them.
Yeah, I guess.
But I mean, Dan, surely with new rules, you know, is there one area that you think you need to focus on for? You know, for driving the new car, and because they're different, aren't they? They're heavier, the downforce is produced in a different way. Is there an area you think you need to focus on?
I mean, with the new cars, I think it's going to be very much about kind of just being open-minded with, you know, I'm sure some things will be expected in terms of if we approach a corner like this, then the car's going to do that. But then other times it might not behave that way. So it's about trying to understand, okay, what do I need to do to get this car in a place where it's happy? So the long and short of it is just to drive, I think, at least in testing, with a very open mind and kind of do what you know, but be very experimental as well to see what the car likes. And then, I mean, for me, as the season goes on, or kind of looking at the season ahead, yeah, it's just to be consistently at a higher level than I was in 21. That'll help me out as well.
Great.
Lando, you were in the sim earlier this week. How's prep going? What do you think of driving the new car in the sim? And how different is it?
I mean, it is very different. It's obviously like, we started driving it already last year. And we have the sim drivers as well who are always trying to develop it as well. But it's changing every time we go back in it, because there's constant evolution, there's constant upgrades getting brought to the car. But it's getting better. Of course, it's like rough when you start because there's so many things to do to it. But it's nice to see the progress from where we were last year to where we are now, and then hopefully trying to continue that. But the simulator, what we have at the moment, is just our best guess of what it's going to be like. And until we get actually in the car itself, we're not going to know what it's truly like. So it's a good start for sure, and we're working as hard as possible to make it better.
Okay, one of our audience members, Megan, would like to put a question to both of you. Megan, where are you? There she is. Great colour coordination, by the way, with the set. You look fantastic. Very good. And Megan's question is, which race are you both looking forward to most this season?
I'm going to be greedy and take a few. Firstly, Melbourne, the home race, and it's, not only because it's the home race, but there's track changes. The layout's going to be different, so just excited to also go to like a new Melbourne. And then I know he's probably going to say Miami, so that's one as well. I think we're both looking forward to.
Is that more about the after party though?
Well, time will tell. Yeah. Time will tell. But there's many. Like with 23, there's a lot to pick and choose from. But I'll say those two for now. New additions.
I mean, she only wanted one, but thanks for being generous. Lando.
I think Silverstone's the obvious one for me. The British fans, to see all of them again. But the main ones I look forward to are the ones we've just not been to for the last few years. Of course, Miami being the new one, but going back to Japan, back to Singapore, they're just cool countries to go to and get to have a good experience at, and awesome tracks as well. So those are on my agenda.